Good morning, Internet. David here with the McCown Company. Message to the President. We need help in this industry ASAP. These lobbyists, these groups have put millions of dollars in place to artificially lower these rates. These brokerages have artificially lowered them from the shippers. The rates in this country should be at $5 a mile minimum to move freight. No company, if you look at the spot market across the United States, it is pennies. There's only pennies to be made. None of the spot market rates are above the operating cost of a typical truck. So how, just looking at it totally common sense, how in the world are these companies supposed to be successful and make a living and profit and pay their people when they can't get a load that pays for the operating cost of the vehicle? It's common sense. We need to implement a $5 a mile minimum wage for freight to move in this country. Nothing moves for less than $5 a mile. And we need to cap these brokerages at 3% and make it law that all these numbers are on the bills of ladings. We need a mandatory $1 a mile for any driver that's got a year experience over the road or regional. And I think that after 2 years of experience with no incidents, that driver should be getting 30% of every load he hauls. That's how this works. That's how it's supposed to work. We're supposed to invest in people. These corporations are dead. They're soulless. They have took out the humanity of everything that we hold dear, and it's killing our country, it's killing the industry, and it's got to stop, guys. And the only way it's going to stop is if we get together and band our voices together in one place where we can all have a voice. And that place, as of right now, the best place I've found is on Telegram, and the link is in my TikTok bio. Get in there, start talking, sign the petition. We've got a petition in there that wants an executive order to immediately put into effect a $5 a mile minimum for all freight to be moved. That's a minimum. And a mandatory 3% cap rate on brokerages. I don't care how they pay their brokers. They can figure that shit out on their own. But we need to have this where we can look at a load and know that, yeah, I'm getting $5 a mile. I'm only going to have to pay 3% off this. And the rest is going to go into the carrier's pocket. Doesn't matter what carrier. Every carrier, mega carrier, independent, owner-operator, doesn't matter who you are, you're going to know you're going to get $5 a mile. And guess what? The roads are going to get safer. Equipment's going to get better. Drivers are going to be better because nobody's going to want to pay a driver that doesn't know how to drive a truck or doesn't have a CDL or can't speak English $1 a mile to wreck their shit. So it's going to have to be a lot of stuff change, but I think we can do it. We got an administration in the office now that is not scared to make things happen. And we got to make things happen, guys. But the only way that happens is if we band together in one voice. The dock workers did it. The ship workers did it. The airlines did it. Let's come together in this Telegram group right now. McCown Company, LLC, Make Trucking Great Again. Link in the bio, guys. We can have 200,000 members. Don't waste time getting in there. We're over 200 now. I don't even know where we're at this morning. 2 something. Don't sit there and think, oh, it'll never happen, because then it won't. But if you just sit up for a second and get involved and sign this petition and add your voice, it will happen. We will win. We will get what we want, because they can't say no to all of us. And that's why they try and divide us so much on everything. Black and white, flatbed or dry van, owner op or company driver, carrier. They want us divided and arguing, and they sit back and laugh and steal all our money. Guys, put all that bullshit behind you. Come together as an industry. Start loving and caring about your other brothers and sisters in the trucking industry, and let's get this going. Let's make it happen, guys. We can do this. Don't sit there and be lazy and think, no, it's never going to happen. Please don't do that. Give it a shot. At least you can say, at least we tried, instead of just being a naysayer. They've got you programmed to think you can't do anything. I got news for you. All things are possible. All things work good for those who love the Lord and are called to his purpose. It was only 2 years ago when I was in the depths of a meth addiction, and the Lord set me free from that overnight. I said one prayer, I had one come to Jesus moment, and was absolutely healed, flipped my life all the way around, and I have achieved so much in 2 years. If you told me 2 years ago I'd be doing all this stuff, I would say you're a damn liar. But I'm telling you, we can do anything if we just believe, guys. Just believe. Don't have a defeated mentality. You know, no matter what, don't let them voices come in your head and say we can't. We can. We fucking can, guys. All we got to do is join together. Join the Telegram group, guys. 200,000 spots in there. It's really simple. I mean, it's going to be awesome. You can stand shoulder to shoulder with me and 200 other drivers, carriers, owner-ops that are in there just like us. That we all agree there needs to be a new mandatory minimum of trucking. We're not trying to change anything. We're just trying to bring the bar up to where it should be with the times, guys. We've took a loss for too long, and the industry has been destroyed. But now the conversation's on the table, and now is the time, guys. Now is the time to get excited, to start making noise, telling your friends, telling your family, sharing the petition, getting in the group. All of these things will get this going. You know, you can be sharing this in all the comments of all the people that need to see it. That's what we do. We spam comments. We're trying to get the After Act out there where anybody can read it and sign the petition. We need 100,000 signatures to get it on the president's desk. And you can be a part of that. You can be a part of history. This is a historic moment that we have right now to come together as an industry. But we got to quit the division. If you're an English-speaking legal driver in this country, you are my brother and sister. I love you, and I appreciate you very much. We have got to come together and quit all this racism, all this hate that we got going on. This is their plan. It's been their plan from the beginning to divide us on all this bullshit. There's only one race, guys. It's the human race. That's it. There's only one trucking industry. That's it. That's all of us. It's the trucking industry. Quit dividing this stuff, guys. We got to come together. Tell your carriers. Tell your shippers. Because I got news for you. A lot of these shippers are already paying $5 a mile. And the ones that are not paying $5 a mile, they're not paying that because some dumbass broker come in there and said, hey, listen, we can get this load moved for this much cheaper, and undercutting people when they don't even have trucks. They don't even have an operating cost. They went in there and lied and said that. Now they're moving shit. They're just relying on this cheap labor to come in and take these loads. Don't haul loads for less than $5 a mile. If you just don't do it. If we all just don't do it, one day of nobody accepting a load for less than $5 a mile, guess what happens? The rates go up to $5 a mile. We've got to get together as one. That's where we have our power. One day, it would take one freaking 24-hour period for every carrier, every mega carrier, every person in a truck, or anybody that has anything to do with this to say no to anything less than $5 a mile. And guess what? In 12 hours, by noon, guaranteed, by noon that same day, the rates will be at $5 a mile. Guaranteed. Because they got to move the shit. And then it would be all better. And then we cap these brokerages because that's the next thing. They're going to take this, they're going to take 60%. If we get $5 a mile and we don't cap these brokerages, they're going to take 60% off the top and still try to run these damn low rates. We got to cap the brokerage at 3%. They're still going to make a fortune. I think it's still too much. But we got to start somewhere. We've got to wrangle them in. There's a mandatory minimum wage for all kinds of businesses already to keep corporations from taking advantage. I'm running out of time on this video, guys. Probably make another one. But anyway, Telegram group, link in the TikTok, guys. Get in there. If you can, figure it out. Ask your grandkids. Ask your daughters or sons or somebody. They'll show you. It's really simple once you get it figured out. I love you. Believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. You shall be saved. Have a great day. See you.